Listen in as 5 friends take turns weaving stories through the tabletop game of their choice. This is 5 GMs in a Trench Coat.
Hello everyone and welcome to 5 GMs in a Trench Coat. My name is Tanner. I'll be your GM for today. On my left.
Hey, howdy, hey, I'm Adam. I play Araceli, and my favorite character that I think we've met thus far is Bargash, and I think her and I are going to be good friends.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kim, and I play B, and I think my favorite character we've met so far is Oris. He was just a little guy trying to do little guy things.
That's pretty great,
Yeah.
I'm Jesse. My favorite character is obviously Tandem. Titus and Tandem are best buds.
That's right.
We're not boyfriends!
You're
We just have benefits.
Hello, my name is Tan, and I play Devon, and I think my favorite character so far would have to be Jameson, which I think works really well.
Poor Jameson.
He's
Poor guy.
He's a perfect mirror to what Devon has to deal with.
He's far more confident than Devon is.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, that's what we're doing today. Okay.
That's what we're doing today.
I can't let Devon.
I hate Devon.
No.
I
No.
So, you last we left off, you guys had just departed. You're on your way to Portoroso, the city,
that's true.
to meet up with a bunch of different groups who might be interested in joining the revolution, your guys' revolution.
Yeah.
Or at least, more formally creating something, right?
People without resistance.
So, you guys, the ship takes off, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as you guys take off, Tandem approaches you from, he stops messing with Araceli's clothes and he turns to the group and he says, Mabel said that I was supposed to update you on who you're going to be meeting in the Portoroso. And he has a really gruff Australian accent.
I'm a fan.
I'm a real big fan.
You think
So-
Tara's hot?
Damn,
Runs out the
man.
room. Tamlin, no, come back, Tamlin.
What if I laugh like that? Alright. Let's keep going.
So he says, I have to do this whole thing in an Australian accent.
Don't.
Just roll the die again. It's for every episode.
That sounds fun, actually. 'Cause
I really like that.
7.
Uh-oh.
Harder.
Yeah.
What is it?
Swedish. Why did I...
Tandem says, I don't even fucking...
Yeah, I know.
Cut it out. Cut Swedish out.
Yeah, get that
You don't know
one.
a Swedish accent?
Yeah, or let's cut this part out too, okay?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
cut
we
everything. I
did
cut
it.
everything out.
Yeah.
No, we should keep this in.
Let's roll the die again, and I took that one out. That's Cockney.
This just sounds Australian.
No, it doesn't. No, it does. Damn that shit. I got 2.
Alright, so what does Tandem say?
I'm gonna do a British accent. It's easier. Tandem says there are gonna be 1, 2, 3. He counts on his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups you're gonna have to find. You're gonna have to find whatever. You're gonna have to talk to.
Australian!
There are gonna be 5
Gonna be
groups you have
5.
to find. You're gonna be talking to when you get there. And Mabel didn't tell you anything about any of them.
No.
No, yes, you were supposed to be briefing
Yeah.
us.
Right, I just wanted to make sure. So, you'll be meeting with, and then he pulls out his own, copy of some of the art. The Silver Quill, have you heard of them before?
Yep.
Great, so they're going to be there.
Mabel told us about it.
I'm just like, the artists, yeah?
Yeah, they're the artists. They've been posting a bunch of art like this around the Republic. I like it quite a bit. I actually have a small collection in my cabin. And then he's like, Titus has seen it.
Yeah, they're great.
And then he points to this, and he says, he kind of leans in conspiratorially. He says, nobody knows who they are, but I think, and he points to the painting, and he starts tracing the mathematical representation of beauty. He's like, if you look at these lines, right, and how the composition of this piece, it suggests
art theory, bro.
extreme technical proficiency, right? So I think the artist has been well trained somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Yeah, Adam?
Because I think Araceli thought that Tandem was dumb, similar to himself, and it's just like, ha!
Said big words.
Oh yeah,
Titus is just like, oh yeah, I noticed that too.
me too.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing we all noticed.
we were
it.
talking about it earlier.
Yep.
He's gonna lean back. He's gonna roll up the piece of parchment and put it in his satchel. And he says, then there's gonna be the Grey King Thieves Guild. I've interacted with them a few times, and I think, frankly, they're just gonna be here because it's opportunistic for them to take advantage of the Republic being removed from power. They're all magic users, all of them, so be careful because as far as I'm aware, they're quite powerful too. Next is the Powder Gang. They're led by a man named Cobb.
Powder Gang.
Dude, what do you want from me?
Oh, it's good. I'm a fan.
Powder Gang?
Powder Gang.
Oh, okay.
And there's a Powder Gang run by a man named Cobb. I've never interacted with them before. I don't know anything about them. Next, a personal friend of mine. His name is Case. He's representing some smugglers in the area. He is good friends with them. I'm hoping that he'll... I am under the impression that he will help us no matter what, but if you could still make sure that happens, I appreciate it. And then Vargish is going to be there too. As far as I'm aware, she's not representing any pirates, but I haven't talked with any of the old gang in quite a while. And then he looks at Titus.
Right. Don't worry, I can charm her.
Well, Vargash likes me.
She did like Araceli, as I recall. So
No, I said that, yeah, Vargash likes me, so.
Cool. So Tandem leans back. He says, I believe that should be everybody at the meeting, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are a couple of surprise guests.
That's Tanner's way of saying there's definitely going to be surprise guests.
I'm so sorry, I have a question. Where is the premier? He's like left
He's still in there.
on this ship?
God damn
Yo,
it!
what the fuck?
There's nowhere else to... out of character, sorry. There's nowhere else to hold him on the thing that's safe. Because if he leaves the ship, then he knows too much, right? Automatically. Which is
Just
one of
take his eyes out.
Yeah?
Because this is way more...
Fucking Christ.
Sorry, because it was like this complicated, and now it's this complicated. Because I don't trust this motherfucker as far as anyone can throw him. And I can throw him pretty goddamn far.
Nah, it's cool. Simon's on the boat.
I'm on the boat.
Simon's on the boat.
Araceli, do you say anything about that?
No.
Okay.
Devon might.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you bring
Tandem
up to
didn't
Tandem?
really remember that he was on here, but like Devon would probably be like, "Is the old man still down there?"
Yeah, Tandem nods. He says that's part of the difficulty of this mission. Me and the crew are going to be dropping you off, and then running errands, and he does finger quotes, outside of Port Rosso, a few miles out, so we'll be back to pick you up
What if we take him with us?
within a
No.
couple hours. Through the city.
I'm like looking at Devon. What if we take him with us?
No.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
Why? It proves that we have the know-how and strength to do things that none of the other groups have
We're
done.
going to be in a Republic city.
We're not gonna.
I don't think it's smart.
We're not gonna walk through the fucking city with the premier in our hand.
He's an old man.
An old man
I
that
imagine-
everyone knows,
Yes.
son.
We can't put a hood on him.
What happens if he yells for help?
We just cover his mouth.
So we're gonna be walking through a city with a hooded figure
It's
with a
busy
gag?
city. No one's gonna notice.
There might be the
This
off
isn't
chance
John
that someone
Wick,
might. You say
You
that?
saw? Have you read all 3 John Wick books?
All day, every day. He's my hero.
We're gonna talk about this later.
So, you guys
I mean,
anything else?
yeah, it's group rules. So yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not deliberating on that.
Yeah, we're not. You guys already agreed.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Tandem
think-
says, I'm gonna go pilot the ship, but I believe that's everything you need to know. Sound like the
thanks,
guy from
Tandem.
Outback, like the Outback ad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, come get a blooming onion.
Trip of the Bobby.
Fresh steaks.
About steakhouse.
What the fuck?
It just came over me.
Yeah, I think when I walk away from where we're all standing, there's a little, like, my feet marks are burned into the boat.
Devon is like visibly like tenser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely like ringing his fingers, like messing with rings on his fingers. Like I can just fucking.
The end of this episode. Time's up, kid.
Yeah.
Look, I want Devon to start something. Araceli wants to start something,
It's
but Araceli
crazy.
wants Devon to start
It's
something.
crazy because like fuck, man, you're bringing out an old part of him that he fucking hates.
Because
So
we're so similar.
Yeah.
That's why you hate me.
Tandem leaves, like,
Yeah.
like kind of backs away from the situation and heads back up to drive.
It gets warm again.
And yeah, like you guys have some travel time. Like, you know, Mabel said about a day. Are you guys doing anything in the immediate aftermath of talking to Tandem?
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Oh.
Okay. Araceli just heads off downstairs.
I'm gonna go to the old man, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else gonna do anything?
Ice is gonna have a drink just to calm his nerves.
Yeah, fucking Devon needs to cool off. So
Titus will offer him a drink.
Ah.
Relax, I'll be relaxed.
might shoot a glance to be like, I might.
I
No.
love that you guys are bonding through drinking.
You're right.
Yeah.
Our mutual
As men
hatred.
do.
He might take maybe a swig. We have a whole day to get there. It's
Mhm.
fine. So he might just take a swig and then go and smoke a few cigarettes.
Very good.
So,
The kid just can't seem to stop.
I should add that to the list of Tandem's accents.
Smoker's voice.
So,
Her mother!
Araceli, you head down
Yeah.
stairs, down the hatch, and you head towards Rodrigo, right? He's sitting and reading, or looking at something. He's looking at something, rather. Do you say anything? He's
I
not-
just think I just pull up a chair and kind of like, thunk,
Okay.
and like sit down on it.
Yes, there's a stool. You grab it, you put it down. It's like get his attention.
Yeah.
He
That's what, thunk! Like,
he casually. He's not like he just casually looks up
Yeah.
at you, and he says, "Araceli, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing?" This fine. And then he looks around. There's I think a port behind him, and he looks
Yes,
back and he
yeah.
says, "Day."
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Not great, not bad. Just okay. How are you doing?
He looks down at the paper and he turns around and it's another piece of art.
Uh-huh.
And he says, "It's a copy of what you took, except it's imagine what you took, but like the positive Rodrigo version of that.
Interesting.
But it's not in the same
Art.
like style. Like it's not the same artist, but it's like
Peculiar.
yeah,
It's like propaganda against propaganda. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Peculiar.
um,
That's very weird.
and he shows it to you and he says, somebody on the crew gave me this. I'm not sure if it's a joke or not, but it looks very nice and it's a decent portrait of him currently. You know,
Interesting.
he says, so my day is going as okay as I suppose it can.
Yeah. I have a question.
He quirks an eyebrow.
How old are you?
Sorry, I was like, I'm 20.
Tanner answers.
I'm 71 now.
And I like under my.
Yeah.
I
I was just like, oh, you could have died.
oh, I fucked up. Yeah. So you've gotten into like disagreements with people before, yeah?
No, it's,
How do you deal with it?
he says, well,
He's not getting any answers from anybody like that's helping him. So he's just like, who do I talk to?
Who did I
Yeah.
talk to? Fucking
he nods.
God damn it.
He says, when I have a disagreement with somebody, I often ask them questions in order to understand why they're thinking what they're thinking. Not just what they're thinking and the concepts behind it, but what makes them think that way. Does that make sense, Araceli?
I think it does.
He says, I have many disagreements in my line of work. And I find it best to understand your opponent as best as possible so that you can defend your position or improve it, or should you need to change your opinion, be as well informed as you can be.
That makes sense.
Who are you disagreeing with, Araceli, if you don't mind me asking?
One of my friends.
He nods. He says, disagreements with friends can be difficult.
Thanks. You know, it's just we're on the same side, but we're just not getting along right now.
I find that happens frequently, though if I may offer some advice,
Sure.
it is not... to me, if I was part of a organization that was currently struggling to keep together, a disagreement of any kind can be very dangerous. And considering how small your organization might be, frankly, I'm only assuming that it is, it might behoove you to fix this problem sooner rather than later, if it is fixable.
Thanks. And I'm gonna like light the edge of his art.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, so there's like his portrait.
Right.
And I'm just gonna create an arc of fire around it to mimic the one that I have.
Okay.
I'm like, I like that version better. And I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. So, yeah, actually, maybe you say it and you're like, oh, this is what I'm doing. You don't even look at the art, right? So you're like singeing it, right? Is what you're saying, basically?
Yeah, so because you know how the one I have, he's surrounded by fire?
Right.
It's like his portrait in the forefront and in the background. So in his, it's not that. It's his portrait and then like whatever in the background.
Right.
I'm lighting where the background of the paper would be on fire.
Got it.
So
Okay.
it looks like he's in the forefront and it's on fire, but it's actually on fire.
On fire, right? I follow you. Okay, so yeah, you do that, and he just like looks at you, and you look at him, and you turn around and you leave.
Yeah.
And then we stay on Rodrigo for a second, and he looks down, and instead of the art being scorched, it's like painted fire instead. Do you get what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Do you follow me? Like, I want to make sure you understand.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll explain because it's a weird
Like
one.
it burned away the.
It didn't burn away. Like, imagine somebody painted over the background, and it's the same as what Araceli had now. Does that make sense?
Oh,
So it's like a layer on top.
does that?
Yeah.
Wait,
But-
so did my fire burn away a layer, or did it cause
It looks like
to leave
paint now,
I don't
right?
know.
Yeah, you guys don't know. We don't know.
What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know how I feel.
That
about
means.
But none of your characters know that.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no,
but
but like,
That's
so
super
like that's
cool.
crazy.
And yeah, Rodrigo looks down and just, It's been about 10 or 15 minutes, and you guys are just going about the ship. Araceli, you're still talking to Rodrigo at this point. Somebody on the crow's nest calls out to Tandem, ship ahead. So, and Tandem pulls out his spyglass and looks down, and is anybody going to be near the wheel, roughly? Just coincidentally. He's not, like, calling anybody. He's kind of speaking out loud.
I don't think so.
I think I'm just kind of somewhere on the deck, just
Okay.
knitting.
Yeah, so you guys are maybe a little too far away, so he looks out, and you hear Tandem's voice. Crikey. And then he walks down, puts a spyglass, like, down, and he walks over to you three. You're finishing up your conversation, and the ship is getting closer. You guys are on a course at each other. He says, looks like a Republic scout ship. I'm not sure why they'd be out here, though. And you guys are only about, again, like 15 minutes from the base.
Yeah. I think it's smart for us to not be up here.
I agree.
I think B will just kind of have him be like, well, if that's the case, I think maybe we should go down below, because if it's Republic, then they know our faces.
They see us.
Goofy!
Yeah, I know. They see us.
Sorry, that's a really good one.
They see us. They know where we are. But I don't think that
But I don't
they
know if they've seen us yet.
Kim's accent is hard.
I've been trying to figure out how to do Southern with the Australian, and I'm like...
Tandem nods. He says, see, I see. Because we can just pass by them, but if you guys are down below deck, then you can hide. Titus, you're there too.
Yeah, they'll definitely recognize Titus the Typhoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually kind of funny because doesn't Titus wear a mask? Isn't that part of his persona?
Yeah.
So like they might not recognize Titus because
Yeah,
they know
you
his
might
face.
Be fine.
Go figure. And you were clean shaven,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Titus is great.
Yeah,
He's, like,
Titus
good.
is the best off out of all of us.
So Tandem
And Titus doesn't think it that way. He'll
Yeah.
be like, they'll know.
No, Titus the Typhoon.
Yeah, obviously they'll
Also,
see
they
my
think
aura.
I'm Titus the Typhoon.
So the
He's
ship
real upset about that.
ship's about 1,500 feet away now. And Araceli, you get to the top of the deck.
So, yeah, it's like
As
start
Tandem
walking
starts talking, he says, "Do you think it'll be fine if we're just so close to the base that do you think they might find it, or do you think we should just leave them be?"
I'm sorry, what?
I think
I just came up.
I think it might be smart for us to just go about as normal. Because if we are suspicious, then it makes us suspicious.
Is there a way we could warn the base, like a pigeon or something?
Yeah, is there like anyway?
Like communication like that? Not really, because the
Yeah.
no. I was thinking
but
about
we
world building
shouldn't-
wise. No.
Yeah, then they're gonna see your
Yeah, but
dragon.
then they're gonna see a dragon.
At that point,
I
might
don't.
as well just fight them.
Yeah.
True.
That's my only
True
problem.
that.
Yeah, I'm thinking not raising suspicions probably the best option.
I think so too. I think we go below.
Well, we have a dragon roost on the island.
Hmm.
If they get to the island, they're gonna know it. Like I think I've like keyed into like at least a little bit of what's going on because I see the ship, right?
Yeah.
Like often, like a little off in the distance, I'm like, right?
They I don't think they know what the base looks like. So unless if they see it and investigate, then maybe. But
But is it normal for a dragon roost to just be out? For dragons to be living in?
no,
No.
no.
Nar.
So we're in trouble if they see that.
Tandem shrugs and kind of like nods, like the kid's right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like looking at
But
Devon.
if we attack them, then maybe they'll start investigating this area more. You know.
We also have to just, if we just keep going forward, just bank on the fact that they don't go that way.
The base does move, so we could move the base location so that if we do attack, then we can move the base so that they're like even if they're suspicious of this area, then we can move the base to a less suspicious area.
Well, also,
Does that make sense?
your dragons aren't there. I like look at you too. Your dragons aren't there. Ours are.
No, Tempest.
Tempest
said
did
that.
Oh yeah,
that,
huh? So
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
your,
Siren,
Your
yeah.
dragon's not there. Ours are.
Well, also worst case scenario, if they get close, like Chikura could tell Tempest to make a storm, might keep them away.
Yeah.
But are we counting on Jakura? I was like, I don't know how much you trust her. Like I'm just like.
Well, yeah, Tempest and Titus both trust her.
Yeah. So
There's no guarantee Raina doesn't just kill the whole ship.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So-
But also, like, I don't. This fucking sucks. Because I don't want to turn around, because then that makes us look weird.
1,000 feet.
Yeah.
What if I just go over there and take the ship?
Yeah, the Devon was. What if Siren sinks it?
We're not gonna sink the ship.
Yeah.
We can just take it.
Well, yeah, because if we sink it, then they're gonna be looking for their lost ship.
But then we move the base.
Well, yeah, but we're still gonna have to go back to move the base to tell them.
What if we take it and we crash it somewhere else?
Well, what are we gonna do with the crew? You want to kill the crew?
No, we just drop them off. More
Then the
prisoners.
crew will just tell them.
No, we drop them off this way. More
And
prisoners.
then I send Siren.
More prisoners.
to
Where are we
sink-
gonna put them?
We'll make a space.
We don't even have space for
Well,
one.
crashing it here is not an option.
Yeah.
900.
Sink the ship. Send Siren to tell them after the ship is out of the picture.
I don't think we should sink the ship.
I'm just looking at B.
No, I'm sure the base has some kind of scouts or something to warn them if they get close. I'm sure there's some kind of contingency.
Actually, would we know that?
Yeah.
You guys are the only people with dragons, and the only
We're the
other
only one.
ship is like
Yeah.
not a dinghy, but like one step above that, right? It's
Yeah.
long range travel, but it doesn't carry that many people, and it's only used when like people need to go somewhere, you know. 800.
B just thinks that we should just get on and just hope that maybe they don't.
700.
I don't think leaving the ship. It doesn't feel like a good option.
But also, all of our other options are awful.
Well, because the thing is it just leaves them defenseless outside of our dragons, and we can't guarantee what's going to happen with our dragons.
600.
Can we see what's on the ship? Can we see what their crew is?
Yeah. So
Did
it's.
was Tandem able to like scout their crew out from his little spyglass?
So I mean, you guys can kind of just see now. It's there. It doesn't. It's a small ship. It's a recon ship. It's faster. It's about as fast as Tandem's, but Tandem's ship is pretty fast. Maybe a little bit faster than his. And it has cannons. It can engage in combat. But if you guys wanted, your dragons could destroy it Siren could sink it in himself. Tandem could easily take this thing without like much problem.
I'm gonna look at Tandem and kind of be like,
500.
huh?
500.
I'm like, is there like a signal for like we need help, like SOS on this ship? Someone's hurt.
He nods. He says, "Of course."
Cool. I'm gonna pull out my sword and just like stab it into my side.
Okay.
He's like, can you let him know? And then I'm just gonna kind of lay down.
I
with my
love you,
sword
Adam,
over.
so much. Okay, so then Tandem like, huh? And like, Jameson just comes up with a
turning them
flag.
around.
Jameson comes up with like a flag and starts like hands it to the guy next to the crow's nest or the flag thing. You know what I mean? And just starts like a guy attaches it, and then Tandem grabs flags from Jameson, starts flagging them down unless somebody's gonna stop
When
all
that
this.
happens, I'm going down.
Okay.
They
also-
know my face.
Yeah.
I can't be here.
Okay. So you guys are going
Yes.
down.
I'm going
Titus?
down below.
Titus is
And my siren is down there.
Ugh. Titus is gonna stay up to kind of watch over what's going on.
I'm just like,
Okay.
I think I went deeper than I went. I went a little too hard.
Devon is so mad right now.
All right.
Actually, you're going downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab your ankle and I'll be like, we can work things out. I think.
Now's not the fucking time.
300.
But
I'm already
they're
down.
gonna be
I'm not
gone.
stopping.
It's gonna work, and I'm just gonna kind of like tap your calf as you go past me.
All right. So
Seeing everything in him not to fucking kick you as he's walking away.
roll me a attack. Straight attack.
I got minuses. I got a -1. I hurt myself really bad.
You take a minor consequence.
For sure. Yeah, a stab wound.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
like
the
a
thing is, too,
stab
like,
in the
I
side.
was hurting myself. Like this.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm just like it was either going to be a physical stress depending on your roll or a minor consequence. So yeah, you just stab wound inside.
And I kind of like look at Tandem and I'm like, your ship is slower than theirs, and they need to get me somewhere fast. And I just like lay down.
Okay, Tandem nods. And he, you know,
Relying on the goodwill of the Republic is not a
Yeah,
great
that's a
gamble on
tough
your
one.
end, kid. But
Oh,
we'll
look,
see
I
how
kind of look at like, there's a lot of blood already, so we gotta keep our fingers crossed.
yeah.
Like, it's really cool that you guys are shitting on my plan while I'm bleeding out. Let's save that for when I don't die.
let's hope they don't put you out of your misery, kid.
Do they do that? Like, look at Tandem.
He's flagging them down, and you guys are coming like side to side now. They're slowing down. Jameson is slowing down the ship. Air brakes. Yeah. So, okay, Titus, because you would have a better view of this than anybody. Tandem's flagging them down. He takes off his hat real quick and like kicks it to the side, and then the crew of the ship. They don't have a Cavalier. It looks like they don't have like any of the equipment you would need to hold one, right? Like a dragon or anything like that. They are manned, and they do have weapons, both on the ship and like personally, but they're not like a army, right? Like these are scouts.
They're not coming over yet, right?
Oh no, they're stopping. Like
Oh no, but they're not like starting.
No.
So I think I'm like, and I pull my gun out and I tuck it into your waistband and pull your shirt over it. The little gun I stole.
Yeah.
Cover that and just
Great plan.
squish in my own blood.
So then, yeah, you guys, the ships come side to side. Do you two want to look at anything like in the meantime? And Devon in a second. Do you want to like check anything out, do anything?
I'm just gonna look around. I'm gonna do like a scan to make sure that we don't have anything that like is obvious that we're like the rebellion.
They cleaned up specifically for that.
Fantastic.
Anything, Titus, before they come over?
No, I'm just gonna stand next to him.
I will
We'll
do
see how this
one more
plays
thing.
out.
I'm gonna take my floral little poncho off, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of like tuck it like into your bag or something. I'm like, can you just hold on to that for me just in case?
Oh, sure, buddy.
Thank you. Don't lose it. I'm like getting lightheaded. Like
You're so funny, Adam.
I try.
Sometimes I wish we could talk about your decisions, but
Why?
in
Like
a
the
good way.
concept of why
I think I clocked what you were doing just now, like in a complex way. Not a complex way. But anyways, there's
But
no
it is complex.
There's
Yeah.
nuance.
So there is. Adam's a genius. I like Adam. Guys, I like Adam.
This is just Tanner's profession of love to
I
Adam
just
right now.
DM so much.
Dude, another time. Anyways, so Devon, you said you wanted to do something.
Oh yes, gag the old man.
Okay.
If
So you're gonna
there's
go down there?
Republic people coming on the ship.
Rodrigo is looking at this piece of art really like
I also
closely.
think we should keep him away from the window.
Oh yes.
Okay. So yeah, Rodrigo, do you both go there?
I think
Just
I
like,
think
like,
I think that's a thought.
telepathically,
I think
like-
that's a thought that we have. Like, if there's a Republic ship, we need
Yeah.
to make sure that they don't know that he's here.
Yeah.
So you guys just go without saying a word, but you're
Yeah,
like, you both
we
know
like
We both
give each
know
other
what's
a
going
nod,
on,
and
yeah.
we just fucking get
Yeah.
to it.
So you guys go to Rodrigo, and he's still on a stool, and he's like seems to be studying whatever piece of parchment he's holding in his hand really closely. He doesn't look up at you when you approach. Do you got like? Are you guys?
I don't
like,
think
all
we're,
business,
I don't think
like,
we're
not-
talking.
business.
I think
Okay.
it's just. I don't think it's talking. We just do what we have to do.
So there's a sailor, one of Tandem's girls, who's
Ladies.
lady. So she's
The
standing.
girlies?
She's standing at guard, and she has a pistol on her hip, and she has the keys to the cell
Mm-hmm.
on her waist, on her belt. She looks at you and says, "Oh, B. Devon, do you?"
Things are going on, and she says it's kind of quiet. She's like, so I think there's like a Republic ship, and we need to make sure we need to take care of her.
She turns around and shoots him.
That'd be
Carry
crazy.
She,
Got
you
it.
know what? She looks at you, and she like lifts her.
No, and then
Okay.
she's like, no, like
Okay,
that.
so
Not
she
like
like
that.
she goes back down.
Not like that.
Not
Not yet.
She nods. She's like, "Okay."
What fucking doing?
I'll put my misery right now.
I've been waiting for this shit.
Why do you think I'm stationed here?
Yeah, put a bullet in that guy. And then she takes off the key ring and hands it out to you guys.
Yeah, and then is there anything around that we can use as like a gag?
There's rope lying
And just
everywhere.
rope, and then just rope to tie him to this chair or wherever.
Okay, so it's a
Is there a
it'll be a
chair
chair.
there?
No, it'll be
Yeah.
a chair because that's easier. So Rodrigo looks up at you guys as you open the cell, and he.
B doesn't say a word.
Okay, well he's not usually like Rodrigo's not playing games with you guys, right? But there's a lot of like complexity.
Coy.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like-
right?
just like-
But
It's
he's
cat and mouse.
he looks like actually confused, and maybe this is the first time either of you have seen it in him. And he turns around the piece of art as you're coming at him, and he says, does Araceli, the boy, does he?" And then he points to the fire. "Do you know what this is? Are you guys like still tying him up, or?"
I don't say a word.
I think Devon would like take it and just be like just like putting the gag on him and just.
He doesn't.
We'll talk about it later.
He doesn't resist.
I'll look at it later.
He doesn't. You guys don't say anything. He
No,
doesn't.
I don't say anything.
He doesn't
All
resist you guys
business.
as you're tying him up. And he says, I'm very confused. I don't know if it's the boy as you guys are tying him up. I don't know if it's the boy or, and then you guys like
Yeah.
finish gagging him. And he stops talking.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
His brows are furrowed. He's not paying attention. He's not mad at you guys. He's just like thinking.
Just
Confused.
like a lot just came at him all at once
Yeah.
while he was in his thought palace, and all of a sudden,
Magic painting, and then all of a sudden he's getting tied up.
all of a sudden, a little plant lady and Devon just come in, just like, all right, bitch.
And Devon's got a lot of extra anger.
Yeah, and so it's a
Probably just
little,
bit rougher than
the
it
knot's
should
a
be.
little tighter than it should be.
So.
So yeah, we do that, and
When
then lock
Araceli
him.
dies from his own wound and haunts
Lock-
Devon.
I think we're just kind of
God.
So.
It was a good plan. Dies.
So yeah, you guys finish tying up Rodrigo,
Mm-hmm.
gagged, everything, and you guys just close the door and leave. He doesn't
Lock,
struggle.
yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah,
We just close lock it, and then
he's just thinking, like tied up and thinking.
So much going on.
we helped minimize his input, so now he can think even harder.
No kidding.
Sensory.
Yeah,
sensory
put him in like a,
deprivation.
a sensory tank here.
So you guys, after you tie him up, are you guys gonna do anything or just hide?
I'm just
I
trying to
did-
lay low.
I did want to cover the window that's in
Yeah.
In his.
little cell,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, that's it.
Just lay low.
There's like a slide, like a wooden slide. you can
Okay,
go
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Lay low.
Shutter.
We make sure that the person who's posted up here knows what's going on.
Okay, so yeah, you guys update her and then hide.
no one gets in here.
Yeah, like
She knows. Then, up top, how this usually goes in a like actual situation, like a non-combat situation,
Yes.
when you're not pirates.
Parlay.
The
Parlay.
ships line up to a rough spot,
Dies.
your last words.
Yeah.
and then after the ships line up, they both put down rope bridges. Like they both put down a rope bridge, usually by the ship who is receiving. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah.
So Tandem, his crew pulls out like kind of a shoddy
Uh-huh.
like rope bridge, and they lay it over, and the other crew just helps them because again, routine, right? Pull it taut, and then the who looks to be the captain of the other ship comes over and
Episode name: Live to Parlay. Live to Parlay another day.
live to parlay another day.
All
That's
right,
a good
anyways.
one. I like that.
Yeah, write that down. Someone. Put that in
Here,
my
here,
notes.
here. I'll write
Write
it.
that down. So the captain is a satyr. He's about 5'5", so
Okay.
taller than B, but not as tall as everybody else, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah.
Satyrs are a nomadic and humanesque race that are easily identified by their ungulate lower halves and horns. Not all of them are goats. Some of them are like cows or like deer. It just
Right.
depends. It's like a family thing, right? It's heritage. Yeah.
Lineage.
Yes. Satyr are often traveling traders and performers and reflect a rich cultural identity defined by a melting pot of influences throughout their history. They're like a very defined group that, again, are nomadic. They're not linked to any one specific location. The differing lower halves that they have, right, like a cow person and a goat person, that doesn't prevent them from bearing children with other individuals. So you will see like part goat, part deer people.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he walks over.
Hold on a second. I think I pulled the sword out. Like, I don't still
Okay.
have the sword in me. So
Okay.
It's just a wound.
I was going to say, that's probably for the best.
Yeah. How did that happen?
No, don't ask.
So, a real shaggy gulp.
Yeah.
So the guy walks over the rope bridge, and he's wearing like a tricorn hat, and saying it very straight. He says, "You hailed us. I figured... I assumed that we could help you."
Ah!
He looks down at you, Araceli, and he looks to Tandem, and
Uh-huh.
Tandem says, "Hail, friend." And he's like sweating a little bit.
You dropped the accent?
Yes, my crew member here, he was incurred an injury, and he looks down at Araceli, like once his eyes aren't like they're wide, and he's staring at you. And he's-
He was playing with his sword and
Roll over.
Tandem says, "Yes, he's a very dumb boy."
It hurts more
Yeah.
now.
Emotional damage.
So the
I'm gonna go down and like put pressure on the wound, but I'm just gonna squeeze it a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
So the captain
Just like grab your shoulder.
Yeah. The captain says, of the other ship says, "Do you not have any medical supplies on this vessel?" And Tandem shakes his head. He
I used them all last time.
says, "Yes, the boy used them all the last time he did something like this. He's very silly." And like, silly.
I think I probably have scorch marks on my arms and stuff, so like, because I'm always like
Yeah.
training my magic, and I'm not fully fire resistant, so
Also,
I do
don't you
look.
have the scar coming up to your...
Yeah, but that's an old scar.
Oh.
So like, you might be able to. I don't know how like good they are, but you know,
So,
they're wounds.
yeah, the captain says, "Well, we have some, and I can have somebody," and then he just, hand behind his back, gestures with one finger to have somebody bring some. And then he goes over to you and he says, "I have some medical training. I was trained in the academy." And he kind of smirks to himself.
Is
He's
is he near me?
Yeah, he walks up to you and he's about to put pressure on your wound.
I think I'm gonna make it. I'm like,
Getting your blood all over.
He says, "It's okay, son," and he pats your cheek a little bit.
Can you take me somewhere, please? Somewhere quick. I need help.
He says, "Don't worry, son," and he asks you to lift your wound. He says, "Can you please lift up your shirt so I can see the stab wound
Oh, sure.
or your
Yeah,
wound?"
like, yeah, I pull my shirt up, and I think that's because I think the wound is probably I tried to avoid lung, but I'm not great at, and it's not low intestines. It's up by rib.
Yeah, I follow you.
Right under breast, I'd say,
Okay.
right under pec.
I follow
and off
you.
to the side. So it's probably close to lung. But I think when I lift my shirt up, that's when you see my full scar for the first time, which starts right under my left pec, and clearly goes up to my face. And so that's the first time you fully see the little lip scar I have that starts down there, and I'm and I have little burn marks in different areas.
So he's looking
a
you
torture
over. He
victim.
applies pressure to the wound and he says, "Son, where'd you get that scar right there?"
When I was younger, I fell on a tool, on my dad's tool, and it did a real number on me. They weren't sure if I was gonna make it.
Okay. He nods and somebody comes back with some bandages and alcohol, rubbing
Wait, what's that? Is it gonna burn?
He says, "It's okay, son," and points to Titus and he says, "Help me hold him down."
Yeah, no problem.
So the guy who brought the stuff puts it all next to the captain, and the guy helps hold you down. Do you want to roll anything to like resist? Because he's grabbing that bottle of alcohol.
I want to start raising my temperature.
Okay.
But I want to try to do it subtly to make them more worried about me.
Roll your magic.
I got a 4.
Yeah, so they don't, like, if you start raising your temperature, nobody's saying anything.
Yeah, it's sort of like I want them to be like, oh, like he has a fever, like this might be worse than we thought.
Yeah, okay,
That's
okay.
the goal.
So, yeah, the captain, like, grabs that alcohol and he, like, feels your body for a second. He says, "Son, he's getting," and then he turns to you, "He's getting warm. Are you sure this was just a stab wound? Was there nothing else that happened?"
I don't feel good.
I mean, he does all this kind of shit all the time. Like,
I dropped my sword the other day, and it kind of like landed on some stuff. And I'm gonna heat myself up some more.
What do you look like right now, Titus? That wasn't for the record. I'll tell you, the role wasn't relevant to that question.
oh, I'm just kind of in normal civilian clothes. I'm not like in my pirate outfit.
With your mask off?
Yeah.
But your beard has grown in because like a week, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
how
been a week.
bushy is Titus?
No, he's got a little bush.
Yeah, Jesse.
Nice.
Okay,
I know Tandem knows about it.
Yeah. Tell us about the bush, Tatum.
so
Tell us about the balls, please.
Araceli, what did you say to him?
I dropped my sword the other day. I drop it a lot, honestly. I think it might just be really dirty.
Deceive.
Oh no.
Can I do rapport?
Nah, you're straight up trying to lie to this guy.
I don't have deceive.
Hey man, I didn't tell you to make a character.
There it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got -3.
Oh, I saw. But for the audience, Adam got a -3.
Yeah.
Tanner rolled a 4. That's a difference of a 7.
So he knows I'm lying.
So
Well, you know I'm lying about dropping my sword.
he furrows his brow at you, and the captain says, "You look familiar, boy."
Fuck.
And then he turns to his mate, I also said first mate. It's just a crew member. He says, "Can you come? We'll take you back to the ship and we'll take care of you. Do you mind if we take? Do you mind waiting here?" And he looks at Tandem and Titus.
Yeah, I guess
That's perfect. Yeah, please, I need to get somewhere.
Okay.
This is what I wanted to happen because I wanted them to go
As,
elsewhere.
as they're moving him away, I'm like, I think this will be a good opportunity for you to think about if this is the kind of life you want to live.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna like grab your arm. I'm just gonna singe it.
Oh.
I'm just gonna burn your arm.
Ow.
Ow.
So yeah, a couple crew members like pick you up, like maybe 4 of them, like just delicately lifting you.
No,
and
they
taking
got me
you over.
on the MVP.
That's
That's how Araceli's seeing it, but in reality he's like getting pale and
Yeah.
his lips are chapped.
Yeah.
So the captain is behind you guys. They're carrying you over to the other ship. As he's crossing the rope bridge, he says, "We'll be just a moment, but we're going to lift the bridge in the meantime." And
I
then
hate that.
his men start lifting the bridge over to Tandem's men because it's their bridge, right? Araceli, they take you below deck, and it's only like there's only one level to below deck, and they just lay you on like one of the beds. It's not that many more people than you would have thought, right? Like it's just a scout ship, and they lay you on a bed, and one of the other crew members brings some more supplies. They start like damping your head and stuff like that, and the captain says, "Boy, where are you from?"
I think I'm gonna be like, oh, I really shouldn't say.
He like tilts his head slightly. Why?
Oh, my parents would get mad at me. Like I shouldn't have even been on that ship. I snuck out forever ago.
Roll me a deceive, Adam.
That's not entirely a lie.
I'll give you a +1 because you technically are telling a form of the truth.
Sick. I got a 0.
Okay. He says,
It's happening, guys.
Should you return to your family then?
Oh, no. If you guys could just patch me up and maybe get me to a doctor, I can get on another ship. I love working on the ships.
Well, we'll take care of you. I'll be right back. And he stands up and leaves.
All right. There's people down here with me, right?
Yep.
Okay.
A few people taking care of you.
I'm just gonna keep listening. I'm just listening for anything that's going on up there.
Okay.
Anything that sounds hectic, like that. I don't. If they like start moving too much, that's what I want to listen for.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Okay.
This is why, because why is it
Okay.
low tech?
So then the captain comes back up, and then gestures for his men to put down the bridge again. Walks over and he just pulls Tandem over, like onto the bridge and then across, and they're right like next to the bridge, right? Like they haven't left. You can't see them. Titus, you see them, and they're talking. And Tandem is talking. Let's see how this goes. They're talking, Titus, and the captain is being stern but doesn't seem aggressive towards Tandem. Tandem's back is to you, so you can't see how, but his body language is stiff. And then he walks back, Tandem, just him, across the bridge to you, and he says, like leans into you, Titus, and he says, "They know who Araceli is, but I convinced them that he had lied to us, and that we don't know who he is.
Oh,
So-
really? Hopefully they don't search the ship.
What? They're gonna take Araceli."
Well, I mean, this is part of his plan, right?
Is it?
It's not.
Says under his breath.
No, we have to fight these people.
Do you want to go tell B and
Yeah.
Devon?
Devon's gonna want them to take me.
Love this.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I feel so.
Titus is gonna like, okay.
I'll go try to convince him to not leave right now.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go and shuffle on down. Be like, guys, we have a bit of a problem.
What happened?
So they recognized Araceli.
Of course they fucking
Well,
did.
luckily Tandem was able to talk him into saying that he joined us without us knowing who he was.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
So,
But
do we
they
save
have the
him?
boy.
I mean, I think we have to, because he knows where the base is.
He's a liability.
I don't have friends.
Time's up, kid. I'm
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
you guys.
Hey, it's gonna be alright. WWDD. What would Devon do?
What would Devon do?
What would Devon do?
Sink the fucking ship and get Araceli
Yeah,
off of it.
if we surprise attack him, we can take him.
I have Siren.
Yeah, we do have a
It's
dragon.
true.
One dragon. And they presumably have none.
And
As
I
far as
got
you guys
2
saw,
guns
as far as
now,
you
and
can
I
see.
pull out.
Yeah.
My gun.
Fucking double fisting it.
Yeah. I fucking hate this.
Well, we have to do something.
And
We can
we
do
might
nothing.
have to take the ship.
We had to sink the ship.
Yeah. We'll have to get rid of it.
How many did it look like they had on board?
Oh, how many would I saw?
Roll me a notice.
Oh, got a 4.
Oh!
Maybe like 20 people.
That's still a lot.
That's more than.
How many do we have? Did we have a whole?
Like 40, 50 at least. You guys outnumber them, for sure,
Yeah.
right? It's not a question of, like,
Yeah.
will we win this fight? It's, like, are we going to kill all these people or capture them? You know? Like, that's really the
Well-
question you guys have to
well-
struggle with. In my opinion. And in the DM's opinion.
Yeah.
GM.
I don't know with the point that we're at, we can just drop these people off like we did the first time.
Yeah, it's too dangerous to let them live.
Yeah. I'm glad us 3 are the ones making this decision.
Because, how Araceli was on this ship that was around this area.
So, while you guys are talking, Araceli, they're just taking care of you, right? They're being kind. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, formal.
Right.
But you see, actually, because you did look around, you do see, like, there's like a couple of prisoners, like, at the far end of the ship, it looks like. At least there are people who are behind a gate, or like a cell, you know what I mean? But you don't know who they are. It's too, like, hard to make out
Okay.
from where you are,
Alright.
the angle.
I would like to try something.
Okay.
So
Jesus
we discussed
Christ.
earlier that I've been training with my magic.
Yep.
And I've kind of been working on extending my reach.
Yep.
And my ability to start fires.
Yep.
I want to use a point to like do a stunt.
Okay.
Which is I would like to just ignite a bunch of fires in a bunch of different areas as well as burn the lock from a distance.
Okay.
Free the prisoners.
Point, I'll let you do it. Roll me your magic to see how well it goes.
Do I get a +2 or anything because I use?
I'll give you a +1.
Okay.
Yeah. Still decent, right?
Yeah, no, it's still good. It's 5.
Okay, so
It's like I'm still really solid.
Damn.
Yeah.
you're trying to like the torches, right? Or,
Yeah, so because what I've been working on is kind of remotely lighting fires without bursting out of my hand, and so it's sort of like increasing temperature in different areas to create ignitions.
so you're trying to light the ship on fire, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to create small fires in different areas. So yes, but like not
But not
huge
one giant-
blowing
Right.
the ship up, but like little.
Yeah.
For them to be like, oh, like why, you know?
All of the torches are just like random ones.
I'm trying to like light parts of the ship on fire, like different, like cloth.
Right, I follow you. I think that what I mean to say, right, is that the
Does it
easiest way for you to
start
do it is for there to be a source of fire. There are sources of fire on this
Right,
ship, right?
okay,
like
yeah.
lanterns and stuff
Uh-huh,
like that.
and oil and things.
Yeah.
Like that.
So that's what I'm saying. You can
Yes.
do that, like
Random ones.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I want it to just. I don't want it to be. I want it to just crop up and around the ship, as well as I'm trying to target the lock and burn the lock.
So the like a bunch of lanterns like blow open like with just fire like shooting out of them, right? A couple like hit just like random pieces of wood, right? One lights a piece of cloth that like ignites, which lights more, and it's not explosive fires, but it's it's they can deal with it.
Like, oh my god, what's going on?
Roll me a sneak to try and hide that you're doing this.
So stealth, right?
Yeah,
Is it stealth or sneak? Because I haven't written the stealth. It's the
I
same
think it
thing,
is.
but
it's the same. It's stealth.
I got a 0.
Yeah, one of them says, "Wait, what are you doing? Why would?" And then he grabs from like behind his belt. He grabs what are they called? Monocles now, or handcuffs. He grabs handcuffs.
okay, yeah.
I forget what they're called. And goes to cuff you. It's gonna roll a fight. You can roll.
Can I roll a physique?
Yeah, to resist.
Jesus Christ, guys, it's happening. I got a 1.
Okay, so yeah, he gets a cuff on one of your
Mhm.
arms. He goes to do the other, same thing. Somebody else, the other person went to deal with the fires.
Yeah. There it is. I got a 7.
Oh, Jesus.
Can I cuff him?
To you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You like punch him in the face. He recoils.
Yeah.
You grab the other cuff and put it on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually, with that high, because I got a 7, what did he get?
a 1.
So I beat him by a margin of 6?
Yes.
Can I grab the key too?
Yeah.
Off him? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, and then you unlock yourself.
Yeah, and I
he's
would-
recoiling from the punch.
When
to
I
the
get a
face.
moment, if I can, I would like to lock him to like something that's supported down.
All right, roll me your physique again. He's a minor disadvantage.
4.
Yeah, and then you there's like a little like bar nearby that you just
Yeah.
cuff him to, and then he looks at you and he's like, "What?" And then he tries pulling his arm and then grabs a gun.
Oh, he has a gun.
Yeah,
Oh man.
they're all equipped.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're all carrying.
He's going to grab the gun.
Huh?
He's like reaching.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to blow up the ship, but I will.
He stops. There's like it's not chaos, right? But
Yeah.
it's like stressed. Everybody's like trying to put out fires.
Slide it over. You're trained up, man. Don't do this.
Roll me a convince.
Rapport?
Rapport. Thank you. God damn.
You okay? I got a 3.
Okay. He like stops.
Uh-huh.
And then he picks up by his hand, like the hand.
Mhm.
His hand's on here, the trigger, right?
2 fingers it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he just like he doesn't drop it. He
Mhm.
lays it down on the floor and then kicks it to you.
Yeah, I pick it up. I put it in mine.
Mm.
I sear my wound with my hand.
Okay, roll me magic. You want a high roll?
I got a 5.
Roll me a physique.
I got 3.
Okay, so then yeah, well, you're only gonna take 1 physical stress.
Okay. So I have 1. Has my consequence gone away because they bandaged it up, or do I still have the consequence? I'm just checking.
It'll end at the end of this session.
Okay, so now I have a physical stress.
Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, it'll end
I
at the
told
end
you
of this
to stay
session.
on the day.
This session or this episode?
This episode.
Oh.
So the guy is like looking at you,
Mhm.
and then he's watching you because he doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah,
So
I just kind of.
okay, he just looks
Mhm.
mad
Yeah.
at you.
I'm gonna walk over to the guys that are locked up, and I'm gonna try to use the key that I got from him on.
Okay, so yeah, it's a couple of women who look like they're in rags, and a young man, and They look at you, and one of them's a plateau, one of them's a satyr, and then the other is human. The young man's human, and the human tries speaking to you in a language you don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna try to talk to any of them. Are any of them coming to me with anything?
They start speaking the same language he is.
Cool. I just unlock it and open it up.
Okay. He's trying to talk to you. They're trying to talk to you. One of the women says something, and then what is Araceli's response to hearing a language he doesn't like?
I kind of like furrow my brow, and I'm gonna like point up, like around at the ship, and I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Like do the steering motion. Like, can anyone fly the ship?
They all shake their heads.
Like no?
Yeah.
For sure.
No.
And then I'm gonna light magic and like point at like my hand, like the fire in my hand. Like,
the guy does like he like gestures, and a wind like gust just blows you, and then he says something, and then he says magic, like the word magic, right?
And then I go magic.
He nods, and he smiles, and he gives 2 thumbs up.
And so I'm gonna point to like the staircase up, and I'm gonna say magic.
Okay. One of the women points to the gun on your hip. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah.
I hand it to her.
She grabs it and shoots somebody. Just like shoots one of the people.
Magic!
Yeah.
Magic! Yeah, let me put my hands out like magic! Magic!
Panic! Magic!
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
It goes wide.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if the sound is lost in the chaos. It is. Okay, so she says magic. Magic.
Magic!
It points to her gun.
Yeah, and I like tell her to give it back
My
to
gun
me.
is-
Okay,
magic.
okay, and she gives it back to you.
And I just kind of tuck it back in like magic. And then I point to the guy and still keep pointing up like magic.
Alright, what are you trying to get him to do?
I'm trying to get him to send a gust of wind because I'm going to send a gust of fire.
Okay.
I'm trying to create a giant plume out.
Okay, you'll...
More chaos.
If this
I thrive
doesn't
in
go
chaos.
well,
Uh-huh.
either it doesn't work,
Or it blows the ship up.
you light the balloon on fire.
Balloon?
Yeah. It's going to go great.
Araceli, there's some kind of... No, Titus, there's some kind of commotion. You guys hear some kind of commotion on the other side. It's not that loud, but people like talking.
Yeah, you guys are like, what are we going to do? You're
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's going on over here? The sound of a gun.
What the fuck? This is what happens when we leave him alone!
Every time.
I'm just walking through the fire.
Hey
What's
guys!
up, guys? My wound's seared.
Are you guys gonna do anything?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get going. Let's pop this bitch off.
Yeah.
Pop this bitch off, Jesse.
That's our cue.
Yeah, that's the
Double
signal.
gun.
Alright, so you guys are gonna head up.
Double fisting.
Alright, so you guys like run up, and Tandem and the captain are still talking. Tandem has a glass of what looks like wine or something in his hand. The captain and him are talking, and then like they start talking. Like the captain's like, "What is that?" Like you guys can't hear, and then Tandem looks back at you guys, and gestures.
So I'm just gonna pull out my.
Okay, so Tandem looks at you, like without missing a beat, turns around, grabs his gun, and bam! And then,
Alright.
yeah, like whips out
Start
one gun,
one.
shoots at the captain,
I shot.
and now missed. Let's see if he did.
I got sniped.
Oh, he didn't miss.
Oh, shit!
Really well.
Oh, you
That was
guys!
actually like the best I've ever seen Tandem roll.
Yeah, that was nuts. So Tandem like just
It
whips
was,
out
it
a
was
gon.
the glass bottle he shot last
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
She hit it
It's up,
perfectly on
it's
mark.
up to
Training
statistics.
Yeah.
So Tandem whips out his gun, shoots the captain. The captain falls back. Blood like shoots from his chest, falls down. That guy's dead. Tandem.
Hey, that's...
Tandem tosses that gun that he just used back onto his ship, jumps onto the bridge, grabs another gun, takes It's your guys' turn, so we'll start. We'll do initiative rolls actually. People
Titus
are
is flying at half mast right now.
Got a nice little chub going.
You just roll a straight like thingy.
Oh, shit! I'm going last.
That's tough. Got a 1.
0.
-2, baby.
-4, bestie.
Let me go first.
God damn!
So,
I got all minuses!
all right, so yeah, Araceli, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I'm like, do I hear the gunshots actually?
Yeah, yeah, you hear the one gunshot.
Yeah, so I'm like, magic, magic. I'm pointing up.
All right, the guy seems like ready. He says
All right,
magic.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pretty much try to create flames as I jump up and use the gust of wind to just like let out a burst of fire around the area up there to kind of cause shock and panic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to, if that's successful, then I want to take the next step.
Roll magic.
Yeah. Is he rolling as well?
Okay, so you want
Or
him
do
to
I
help
get
you.
pluses for him helping?
I was gonna say, well,
Christ, it's Jason
yeah,
Bourne.
you get a plus. Hold on, what did he roll? Sorry, +2 to help.
Okay, so I have a +6 to magic. Currently.
Tandem rolled like a 7.
Yeah, 5.
Great, thank you. Tandem rolled a 7, and the captain rolled a -3. I was like, well,
yeah,
that guy.
that guy's so dead.
I was like, well, shit. You said you rolled a 3?
5.
Okay, 5. Yeah, so you do that. It does cause like panic. You guys see like a plume of like fire just like erupt.
It's probably a little bigger than usual too. Like it goes just a little further.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is.
It either our stuff got really strong really fast or something
Or
else
something's
happening.
going on.
I like kind of slide it up. Is anyone near me? Like as I
them.
hop up, is there
You're
like
fr-
any bad guy?
Oh, you're hopping up to the top.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going up the ladder or the stairs.
Yeah.
Because I'm showing up and then creating like a plume of fire around me.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, stairs. The people, your friends are behind you, and yeah, there's like a guy who. So you see, Tandem is on the bridge, glass of wine in one hand and a gun in the other.
Sorry, I think I have my hand still over my wound
Yeah.
that I seared.
He's not
Yeah.
hit.
And I kind of see
Obviously.
like Tandem, I'm like, oh, and
Yeah.
then so is there someone near me?
Well, I was gonna say the captain's down on the ground. His heart's blown up, and there's a person who
Time's
is
up.
at him
Uh-huh.
and then looks at you and pulls out a sword and is.
Oh,
about
I was gonna try
try
to take their sword if I could.
Okay, so he's pulling out the sword. We'll say you're just close enough.
Uh-huh.
You can like dive for it if you want as he's pulling it out.
Okay, physique.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
God damn.
See. Yeah, Adam, you pull it. You grab his sword from his hand.
I like kick his elbow and like yank it, and then I kind of like I'm holding my wound, and I think I've seared up a good chunk of my shirt because I just covered myself in fire, and I have the sword, and I'm like, this ship is now property of Titus the Typhoon and his crew.
Okay, roll me a report. Roll me a report.
Report. Do I get any pluses?
No.
Ah, but their captain's dead. Oh, it doesn't matter. I got a 5. No, 4. Wait, yeah, 4.
They rolled really well on their first one. That's
Oh,
like, okay, so a couple of people like stop. Wait, like they just stopped, but at least the guy you saw and another like 5 crewmen are shout traitor, and
To who?
I don't know. And then
Huh?
Where?
Tandem looks to you, Titus.
I also am looking at you, Titus, like sort out like ah.
Well, did they stop or did they?
A couple of them stop, but 5 more like seem angry still and are gonna fight.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna start blasting the ones that are gonna fight.
All right, so well, first it's gonna be Tandems and then your turn.
It's a plus.
Thank you. So, Tandem grabs the wine glass, like finishes it, right, like just gulps it, and then throws it at a guy's face. It shatters in his face, and then he pulls out his gun and shoots it. Let's see if that happens.
Okay, I'm like, wait, Tandem, stop killing them. Tandem, you need to kill them. It's over.
Shoots that guy. The guy falls back.
Tandem.
She doesn't shoot him dead, but
Yeah.
the guy falls back, and then Tandem says, "I thought we were taking. We're pirate. I'm a pirate."
Yeah, we're taking the ship, but we're not gonna kill anybody. They have prisoners down there. We want to be careful. If too many things go off down here, everyone could die.
He like puts his gun back in his holster, and he goes back to grabs his hat and puts it on. And he says, "But kid," and then he looks at you, Titus, and Titus, it's your turn.
Yeah, Titus is like, no, kid, we're done with your plan.
My plan is working.
No. So he's just gonna start shooting the ones. Well, anyone like if they give up, he's not gonna shoot them. But if they're like,
Alright, so you want to make an attack against one of the 5, we'll say, that's fighting. Alright.
I'm on
gonna
their
start blasting. Oh, 0. Shoot is
I think
3,
he's
so
on
3.
Okay, so yeah, you ping a guy with, and the bullet grazes his armor, but it throws the armor off, like the force throws his like shoulder, like pauldron off, but it doesn't pierce him. It just barely doesn't. And then he's not going to go yet. I'll let you do one more thing, Titus. You can attack again if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna use my gun and put it in my holster, and then I'm gonna grab a rope and swing onto the ship.
Okay,
like
okay.
a good pirate.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
Ruined my plan.
So then, yeah,
I was
you.
doing full pirate. I was like, I'm gonna full pirate this.
Yeah, of course. So then, yeah, Titus, you grab it. You don't have to roll anything. You swing onto the ship, ready to fight. 5 guys still ready to attack. Devon.
My plan is different now.
Was your plan sinking the ship?
Yeah, my plan was just
We're gonna do it with me on it?
hop on Siren, grab you,
Mhm.
shoot the balloon.
I see.
Oh, let me
With-
warn me. I'll jump off. I'll just swing back.
Yeah. Okay. Just like, I'll hop on my boy. And be like, all right, and zoom past you. Be like, I'm sinking the bitch.
Oh.
And then,
I'm sinking the bitch.
I don't know how I would swoop this guy up because I want him off the ship as well. And then while I'm flying,
Roll me a
blast the balloon
flyer
with
dragon rider.
my dragon.
I resist it.
Yeah. You can try and dodge. It'd be
Darn.
dodge.
It's-
No, it'd be
It's a foe.
athletics.
Okay, I got a 1.
Okay, 1. Yeah. So Devon, you actually.
Siren.
Siren, thank you. Siren picks Araceli up with his legs. I know. Picks Araceli up with his legs, and he's
His little vestigial
holding
legs.
you.
Yeah, I'm like, this doesn't feel safe. So when you grab me, I'm gonna yell, they have prisoners on the ship, we need to get them off.
Yeah, so you do see 3 people who don't look like they're from the Republic, just like on the
Signing
ship.
up.
Yeah. Looking a little confused about the whole situation, but one of the women, the same one who shot a dude, Araceli knows,
Just
punches one of the soldiers in the face.
I love her. She's so fun. She's so quirky and fun.
But is that Devon's problem though? You know what I mean? Fuck. God fucking fuck. Why do they have prisoners?
What would Devon do? WWD.
Why do they have prisoners?
You don't have to ask the question, you sink the ship.
Exactly, I don't have to ask. I wish you didn't say anything so that I could have just sunk it without my conscience in the way. Damn it.
I am your conscience.
Fuck you. I think when he hears you say like, "Oh, they have prisoners," he's just gonna be like, "God, fuck!" and then like swing around to like have Siren like fucking drop you on the other ship.
You mean on tandems?
On tandem ship.
No, I want to stay on that ship.
And then God damn it. What's B doing? Oh my god.
Okay, we can go to B's turn. It's B's turn
Okay,
next
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So B.
Yes. So the bridge is up, or is it not up?
It is not up. Tandem just hopped off.
All right.
It's
So I have to.
It doesn't like. Here's the thing. For the record, it'll just like the ropes will just snap if like the bridge will break, but like nothing bad will happen if you guys move or something. You know.
I know, but if there's prisoners, we need to get them over.
Right? Yeah.
So, does anybody let me know there's prisoners?
Why
Are
did
you-
you yell it out?
Yeah.
when
Yeah, you
Tandem
would have
was-
heard.
came up?
Because if
Okay.
you're anywhere near me, I would have been like, "Oh fuck."
Well,
they
'cause
got
I
prisoners?
yelled it beforehand, before you even grabbed me, because Tandem was. I yelled
Oh,
it to
yeah.
Tandem, so like
Okay.
you guys were all up there, so there's a good chance you heard.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I then initiate putting up the bridge so we can get them over?
It's already down.
Okay. Because I was like, because you have him.
I just don't.
Yeah, and then, but if there's 3 of them, yeah, then I'll just go over and see what I can do to help to get them over.
Okay. Yeah. So
My little legs.
you
run over.
what do you say, B, when you go up, or what do you do?
So I was like, not Republic?
In the commotion, like you don't hear what they're saying, but then you get closer and you're like, oh, they don't speak what to us is English, right? But
Okay.
it's common or whatever. And then they turn to you and they say Republic, like the word Republic.
Republic bad.
You do a thumbs down.
Yeah, Republic bad.
They nod to you, Republic bad, and give a thumbs down.
Okay, cool.
The
and
young
then
man.
and then I just gesture to our ship and like, we go that way?
Hop on.
Yeah.
They give 2 thumbs up.
And then I'm just gonna try and like a herder dog, just
Yeah,
like a sheepdog, just trying to get them over there.
yeah. So like you lead them and they'll
Yeah.
follow you, right?
Just
so
make
you
sure
lead
that they
them
get
back.
over safely.
Totally, yeah.
Can
Okay,
you
so
make like a vine bridge or something that's all safer?
well, the bridge is still up
I was
there.
like, the bridge is up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
isn't it like kind of rickety?
That's true.
Yeah.
Can
I
you
could-
like support it? Support the bridge with vines?
I could try. I could put a net down and see if that'll help. Yeah.
If you roll me a magic.
Maybe put some rails on the sign, make it OSHA compliant.
That was a minus.
Should have brought my board.
That was a 2.
Yeah, so you throw the net down, and it starts wrapping around the bridge, but it's not getting to like the points on the ships where it could have like support. Actually,
Yeah.
it's just kind of combining with the bridge,
Yeah.
right? So probably not. But you guys start getting across. There, people are going to start rolling to see how they're doing. B, roll for me too.
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
Okay. So minus 5.
Radical. Yeah. Okay, so you all make it across safely.
Nice.
The bridge.
Cool.
All right.
That's me then.
Back to Araceli. You're back on the tandem ship, the BMTH.
Yeah, I kind of like stand up. I'm like, I'm taking that ship, and I'm gonna walk back over to the ship.
Past B.
Yes, okay. Like, excuse me, B.
I just put my hand up.
Like, I'm gonna go take the ship. Yeah.
We're turning around.
No, I'm gonna go take it.
We're
It's just
turning
taking me a
around.
second. It's okay.
Araceli, we're
Oh,
turning
it's
around.
taking me a second. It's
Araceli,
fine.
we're turning
It has to be a
around.
moment.
Real
You're
quick.
gonna make her use her mom voice.
It like Mabel's words echo in your head like whatever the people make decisions. Remember the whole conversation you guys
Yeah.
had? But I'm not saying
Yeah.
you do whatever you want, man.
So I kind of like hold for a second. And I'm still holding my like. I'm like, well then, what's the plan?
I think you know if I'm not letting
You know
you back
you're
on
right.
the ship.
So
I know it's a
Araceli,
bad plan. Huh?
can you list me out your aspects again?
My aspects.
Yep.
Oh no.
Heroic, altruistic, thrill seeker.
Alright, Thrill Seeker, invoking it, you can either resist it with a fate point, or you gain a fate point and you get through B.
Yeah, so I kind of look at you because I think you say you like you know the plan, and I'm like, doesn't really work for me, and I'm gonna just kind of try to like grab onto something and swing
Swing
across
over.
the way he did. Yeah.
Gain a fate point,
You're
buddy.
still over too. Yeah.
I wish I was sooner because I would just snatch his ass. I would put you in a net so fast.
When I told you, I thought you were gonna invoke that Mabel, his boss, just
Oh.
told him to follow the rules.
No.
But you know
Taylor
what?
was trying to invoke something else to get me to be good, and instead of that,
And instead it went the
Trying to make
opposite
a
way.
play, but I guess I'm not a playmaker.
No, you're not a playmaker.
So Araceli, that's funny as shit, Tim. Araceli, you swing over, and there are guys still ready to fight.
Yeah, so I'm kind of gonna look at them. And I'm like, they're gonna sink your ship with all of you on it, and they might do it with me on it if you don't just let me take it.
Roll report.
Like, get any advantages because they really are gonna sink the ship.
No.
We have a dragon.
I'm telling
Actually, I'll give you a
because
plus one
Siren
for the
is
dragon.
teed up
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
Siren's mid like. Siren sees me and is like, I might still let this shit loose. I got a 4.
Okay. 4 of them kind of like calm. They slow down and they have their weapons out. They look at you and they look at each other. And they start deliberating. I almost said debilitating. I was like, that's not it.
Yeah. Debilitated.
They just roll over.
But that one guy who was trying to help the captain looks at you.
The one whose sword I took.
Yeah.
I'm still holding it.
He pulls out a dagger and a gun, and he looks at you. That's all. It's on his turn. So
Yeah. So I'm
Crazy.
like, you can put the gun down and we can just fix it. We can just handle it.
it's his turn now.
Oh, good.
It's his turn. He's gonna run at you. Try to take a shot.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna give him
blow
a
his gun out of his hand.
Hold on. So let's see.
This
He's
is
gonna
what happens
shoot.
when you
Okay,
give him fake
you're-
points back.
But I don't need to use the fate point to blow a gun up.
Did we determine that? I'll let you. That's fine.
It was, no, because it's just using my magic to try
No,
to
I
stop
remember.
him.
I remember. It's a hard
For-
roll.
well,
That's
'cause
right.
I remember it was for multiple guns I used the fate point.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
right.
One guy.
Okay.
He's done it
This Adam guy.
I got a 4 flat.
Okay, so the gun fires and the barrel explodes outward, right, like a cartoon almost. And it shoots like the fire, right, and the bullet goes wide. But so that it doesn't explode like damage him.
Yeah,
But his
that's
gun's
fine.
useless.
That's good.
So he looks at it, and he tosses it to the side, and all he has is that dagger.
Yeah.
And he comes at you,
Yeah.
and he's
The night on
gonna
a drain.
take a swipe.
I
Yeah.
have a question. Can I? Because I have a dagger, right?
Yeah.
Can I drop the sword and pull a dagger out?
Yeah. Knife fighting, bro.
We're having so much fun, guys.
I hate this.
So Araceli, roll
I
me.
just want to see
He's gonna
it
roll
and
fight.
leave.
Roll your athletics.
Is it stupid?
I just rolled a ton of pluses again. I got a 3.
Okay. He also got a 3.
Oh, nice. We
So
just clashed.
yeah,
daggers.
clash daggers. Cycles. to the next turn. That's Tandem. Tandem looks at you. Araceli's like, Araceli, I thought we weren't. Araceli, I thought we weren't fighting them.
No, this guy just needs to get it out.
Do you need any help?
No, I think we're okay.
All right. And he turns around and he puts a gun back in. He picks up the gun he threw back earlier, and he says,
Shuffling through guns.
Hey man, that's the life he lives.
and Tandem just walks away, like towards something else. Let's say the wheel right now.
Just-
God
Titus.
damn it.
All right, Titus is gonna swing back onto the
The ship.
boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna swing back, and then he's gonna shoot at the guy he's fighting with.
All right. Roll your shoot.
Oh, I wanted to handle my.
I wanted to do it.
I'll let stop doing give him a hug.
Got 3.
Shoots me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you shoot, and it
Titus.
it
I'm
hits.
in the middle of something.
It hits his armor and dents it, and when you guys like recoil back, he unstraps his armor and just drops it. So it's just
This guy wants these ones.
Yeah, he's about it.
Why is
And-
it kind of?
Yeah, why is he kind of sexy?
Why is it kind of?
Join us! I like your vibe.
Still holding on.
Yeah.
You let go.
Titus. You can do one more thing.
So
You can
I'm
shoot
gonna-
him again.
No, I'm gonna yell to Devon and be like, just sink it. He'll find his way back.
Can I respond?
Devon, it's your turn.
Okay, now it's your turn.
He doesn't have his mom. And I feel kind of bad if no one's there to catch him.
Oh, the beast right there. You could probably find him. First comes here.
Worst goes to worst.
Fuck you for being back on the ship. After first
Sink
of all,
it.
I think he might.
I mean, that's where like Devon doesn't like me,
Devon doesn't.
and
like
Devon has killed people.
Devon
Like
has
Devon
killed
has no
people,
qualms with killing people.
but not people who.
So, yeah, Tanlin. I almost called you Tanlin. Succinctly, would Devon murder an ally, potentially murder an ally, if it meant like removing a problem completely?
And also, because the question is not only that, kind of a dual problem. Because
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your
No,
mind, I've
'cause
only caused problems.
The
for
way
you.
you phrased that, actually, because like. My boy has the resolve of a soldier. Like he was trained as a cavalier, and then everything went haywire, and he was fucking forced into the shit. Yeah, Simon's gonna shoot the thing.
All right, roll shoot. Siren shoot.
I would like to use my magic too. I want to use a.
Okay, I'll let you.
I'm gonna use a sign. I'm gonna use both my stuff.
Okay. Well, sounds costs a fate point.
Well, I'm gonna use both my fate points. to
Oh,
do
I
the
see.
stuff.
I
I'm
follow
going
you.
to
Okay.
amp up my.
I follow you.
Okay. I won't do that, I think. It's a 5.
Got a 7.
So, what happens, Araceli, is you like clash with the guy again. You push off each other, and then his eyes turn. You turn to see,
Yeah.
and like without thinking, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But what happens is your just instinct is to shoot fire at it to stop that from happening. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you, Siren shoots his lightning. You shoot your fire, and they clash,
Uh-huh.
and everybody like it creates a loud, thunderous boom. And when they combine, like when they hit each other, it's not like fire stopping lightning. They at the point that they hit, like sparks are coming
like a
out,
storm,
like
like-
blue sparks.
Oh,
are
it's like
coming out.
magic clashing with magic.
Yeah,
That's pretty
Um,
sick.
That's
And-
pretty sick.
It's probably not something any of you have seen
Yeah.
unless you're
Maybe you two,
yeah,
maybe.
like older. You know what I mean? Magic users don't tend to fight like this outside of like schooling.
Also, I'm fighting a dragon. That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
So-
Devon is so fucking pissed right now. Just quickly like look down at where the fire came from. His eyes are like fucking furious.
There's only
I'm-
one place that fire came
I was
from.
gonna say, well, everybody has stopped, right? Like, the room just went silent.
Yeah.
Because
Because
some of the craziest shit they've seen.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say a lot of
it's
things
fucking insane.
just happened, right? And I think like even the guy fighting was like looking, right? Because here's the thing,
I
you
might
just
be out of my depth.
you just saved their lives too. You know what I mean? Tandem is like looking like what?
Also, I want to know how is the crew responding to the fact that Devon was going to sink the ship with me on it. I don't care.
Again,
if they
that's
care
why
or not,
that's
but
why
yeah.
the room went silent. Like again, like a needle just dropped. You know what I mean? Like
It's really tense.
Not- a lot of things just happen. A lot of people are realizing a lot of things.
Instinctually just throwing fire at lightning, because what would that do?
Hey, man.
So, both of your magics like fizzle out at the same time, and like you can't take an action. But what is your guys' expression like? What do you guys look like right now?
I think. What is the? No, I think I look like kind of sad. Yeah. I think I look like shocked and like.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
hit.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think Devon. Think like a dragon on a hunt, like instinctual,
Uh-huh.
like animalistic.
Bro, I'm not gonna fight right now.
Like that's like he like slipped into something else in order to do what he was gonna do.
Right. Yeah, he turned on that part of him that
Yeah.
he uses to do bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that.
B. It's your turn.
Fucking Christ.
Listen, I told you I was gonna sink it.
No, I know. Are you back on the ship?
Yeah, I'm back.
I think B will turn to Titus and be like, Titus, I need your help getting this kid off the ship.
And
You guys know I'm not coming off this ship.
I'm throwing a net on you. I
I think
hope
you
you're
guys
ready.
know I'm not gonna not try and shoot that shit again.
that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Yes!
Thank you everybody for listening. It's been 5 Gems in a Trench Coat. Let's plug our stuff.
I don't want to.
I feel icky.
Yeah, this was a crazy one. You can follow us at 5 Gems in a Trench Coat on Instagram and TikTok, and at 5 Gems Official on Twitter. They didn't let us have our full name on Twitter, so that's what we're doing. You can also, if you like what you're listening to and this crazy shit that we're doing, please leave 5 stars and maybe leave like a little comment on like what you like. We're having fun.
Give us
doing,
coffee.
Yeah, and then also we have a little Ko-Fi if you want to give us just like a little tip. Support our energy drink consumption during these recording days, because we be consuming them.
Yeah, support Devon and his war crimes.
Yeah, support our rivalry.
It's so beautiful.
It's great.
Yeah.
As long as we win the war, it's not a war crime.
Yeah, period.
Equal rights in history. Also follow Adamant's Armory, ADAVANS at Adamant's Armory.
Yeah, on
everything.
Instagram and
My
Twitter.
our Instagram, Gremlin Frog art, you could probably find it on both of the Instagrams we just talked
absolutely.
about. I do the art.
Alrighty, fantastic. Bye-bye.
Goodbye! Hello. Thank you for listening to 5 Gems in a Trench Coat. Be sure to follow us on social media at 5 Gems in a Trench Coat on Instagram and TikTok, and at 5 Gems Official on Twitter. If you liked the episode, please rate us 5 stars and leave a little comment. We'd love to read it. And if you'd like to support us further, you can leave us a little tip on our Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/5gems in a trench coat. Thanks, and catch you in the next episode!